Where is everyone? People seem to have vanished from this beautiful paradise which once boasted of swaying coconut palms, azure skies, and many sun-soaked islands resembling an idyllic getaway. It appears deserted. I question myself, is this the beginning of the end? Is this the manifestation of the impacts of the much-dreaded phenomena of climate change? Is this the ultimate price for our greed and ignorance? In a nutshell, alarm bells are ringing, signaling that our Pacific paradise is in trouble. I repeat, there is trouble in the Pacific paradise. The chairperson of the organizing committee, the panel of judges, fellow orators, and all those who have gathered here today, a very warm welcome to you all. I am indeed indebted for this opportunity to make my contribution on the issue of global warming and climate change and its impact on personal, community, and economic development. The very mention of global warming induces a sinking feeling in us, and that is exactly what is happening. The world is sinking due to reckless exploitation of the environment by people in the name of development. I intend to highlight the impacts of global warming. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, some impacts which are already being felt and some which are lurking in the shadows to materialize into horrendous realities in the near future. Dear audience, global warming-induced climate change is one of the greatest environmental, social, and economic threats facing the planet. The Earth's average temperature is rising steadily. Scientists have found out that the Earth's overall temperature has increased by almost 0.6 degrees Celsius in the past 100 years. This may not seem like a lot, but it will have huge consequences on our personal, community, and economic development. Let me throw some light on how our personal development is affected by climate change. As basic human requirements, we depend on safe drinking water, sufficient food, secure shelter, and good social conditions. Rising temperature and humidity contribute to psychological heat stress, escalate the number of respiratory problems including asthma, increases the rates of diseases such as bacterial diarrhea and typhoid, and increases the number of mosquito-borne diseases such as dengue fever and malaria. All these can prove fatal for people. Since communities are made up of groups of people living together and sharing the same resources, when individuals in an area are affected, the whole community is affected. Due to high temperature and humidity, the production of staple foods will decrease in many farming communities, therefore increasing the risk of malnutrition for numerous communities across the Pacific region. A lot of land is at a risk of becoming unproductive due to the encroaching sea. This will affect the food and income of the people. Ladies and gentlemen, extreme poverty, starvation, and famine are some stark realities of the Pacific in the years to come. We must not forget that thousands of people in the Pacific are sitting on the threshold of poverty, waiting for the next social, economical, or political crisis to push them below the poverty line. And the rising sea levels will not give them a push. It will give them a jolt. And this will be the jolt of their lifetime, which will take them back many years in terms of growth and development. It will mean a fresh start for them, and we do realize how challenging this can be. Rising sea levels also necessitate population displacement and hence cause psychological distress to the people who may not be willing to move as the place may hold sentimental significance to them. But do they have a choice? Ladies and gentlemen, we do not have to travel very far to witness the devastating impacts of global warming. Some places in Fiji are already feeling the full brunt of this wrath of nature. Let us travel to one of the most beautiful locations in Fiji, which is Vanuatu. As stated in the Fiji Times dated 20th September 2012, the villages of Kunitonggolo are on Vanuatu, Fiji's second largest island, by preparing to abandon their ancestral home on the face of the rising sea. But they have little choice. Big waves now overtop a once protective seawall and their salt-polluted vegetation is dying. This is sad, very sad indeed. Because of sea level rise, erosion, intensifying cyclones, and watching their homes being destroyed would be too much for any human being, and I'm sure you'll all agree. We rely on our marine environment for our livelihood so heavily, and the impacts are being felt on our islands already. This issue also has a severe impact on our economic development, whereby industries such as agriculture, fisheries and forestry will be affected. Changes in rainfall patterns and the increased frequency and intensity of cyclones are a major threat to agriculture in terms of productivity levels and pests. Fisheries are an important and crucial industry in the Pacific for three main reasons: livelihood, food security and an economic source for government revenue. Ladies and gentlemen, due to climate change, fisheries in oceans are deteriorating, and according to Gillett Cartwright 2010, I quote, "A time will come when fisheries in the Pacific will face a total collapse," unquote. This will affect the food and income of the people as a multitude of them depend on marine resources for their survival. Imagine if you walk into a supermarket and you couldn't find any tuna. This is hard to imagine, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that our country Fiji is very much dependent on the tourism industry. According to Pacific Center for Environment fact sheet, each year millions of tourists visit the region for its Pacific paradise image. What happens to these coastlines under the impacts of climate change and global warming? Rising sea levels, increasing ocean temperatures and frequent cyclones result in coral bleaching and diseases which threaten tourist arrivals. Global warming stands to ruin the pristine beauty of the Pacific. Sand and shoals are the major tourist attractions, but what if these are no more? The IPCC in a 2007 report claims that humans are very likely behind global warming. Humans are pouring carbon dioxide into the atmosphere at a much faster rate than the absorbing rate of plants and oceans. The most important thing to consider, my dear audience, is that the effects form a vicious cycle, one which is almost impossible to break when the effects set in. We cannot deny that the Pacific is extremely vulnerable to climate change. Ladies and gentlemen, we all should make an effort to reduce the impacts of climate change. We have to begin by creating awareness on this issue. The next simple step is planting more trees and not cutting down trees as most of us are very fond of doing. Agroforestry is an important initiative that ensures environmental sustainability. Last but not the least, use the 3 R's: reuse, reduce, recycle. Our planet, our earth, is yours and mine. Keep it safe and help it shine. The choice is yours, your decision to make. For the 1,000-mile journey, first step you have to take. Thank you.